We'll just assume. Oh, okay. Now it's.
Hi,
Can
everyone.
you guys see us? Hi, everyone. Okay. You guys, send us a message if you can see us, because we've been on for a minute, but I wasn't sure. Oh, hi, Emily. Yay, you guys, welcome to our streaming listening party. I've been reading your comments. It seems like there's people from all over. Yes, my manager just said, you are live. We're so happy to see you. We've got our coffee here, so we're cheersing. Yay,
Cheers.
album is out. Yeah. We've got, and you guys look at, my manager got me these little mugs. They're the same design as the coffee that we made for the album. So you definitely want to get some special supporting character coffee. Okay, so I think we're just going to start off by playing the album. And then after each song, Ben and I are going to talk about the songs and then see if you guys have any questions. So while you're listening to the song, if you think of any questions, you can just type them in, okay? All right, here we go. So we're starting with Omaha Hotel. Hear it too.
Well, the flood took the town, the fire took the bank. No one has the money to recover what's sank. Rusted out trucks, big heaps of metal. I'm sure this place was greener when I was little. Straight from the airport to fire and fury, but I always love the part where we pray to Mary. I'm searching the back for the faces like mine. Now there's one less face to find. Omaha Hotel, where I spent the night. I watched the bugs fly around in the parking lot. I couldn't catch a wink, sleeping in my blue jeans. Tears in the church kinda killed my dreams. I stepped away for a minute to get myself together. Watched them turn into soil with the turning of the weather. And all at once, there were no more chances. I wish we could have caught up under better circumstances. Well, I missed your babies, missed your wedding. With the wrinkles on our face, nostalgia is setting in. Omaha Hotel, where I spent the night. I watched the bugs fly around in the parking lot. I couldn't catch a wink, sleeping in my blue jeans. Tears in a church kinda killed my dreams. I stepped away for a minute, sat on the steps. I stepped away for a few years. I straightened my dress. If I said I regret leaving, I'd be lying. Just wanna live my life in this place. It's dying, dying. Omaha Hotel, where I spent the night. I watched the bugs fly around in the parking lot. I couldn't catch a wink, sleeping in my blue jeans. Tears in a church kinda killed my dreams.
Yeah.
Well, the flood took the town, the fire took the bank, and no one has the money to recover what's sank.
Yay! Okay, what do we want to say about that song? Well, we were reading your comments.
Thank you for all the kind comments, and I
yeah.
agree with all of your guys' views on the lyrics there. It's a great song lyrically.
Yeah, it was really fun to make. Yeah, I mean, I wrote it just after, you can kind of tell the story from the lyrics, but I had visited Nebraska, a small town in Nebraska, to go to my uncle's funeral, and when I got home, you know, I kind of found myself, like, reflecting on being away from my family so much, just because of the, like, lifestyle that I live in, you know, doing my acting career. So, yeah, let's see if there's any... you've met me a few times at Comic-Con. That's cool.
Someone asked that the album has religious undertones. Are you a very religious person?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm very much like a spiritual person. Yes, like I believe in God, and I, you know, pray, and I read a lot of like spiritual books. But I wouldn't say I, like, follow one specific religion. They all kind of, like, lead to the same thing for me. So, but I grew up Catholic. So that is definitely, you know, in my mind a lot. And I grew up learning about, like, saints and angels. And I think there's a lot of really cool, beautiful things about the Catholic religion. But then as I got older, I didn't really agree with all the views of that particular faith. But, it definitely, like, influenced me, influenced my family, so you kind of hear, like...
that coming through.
Yeah.
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 And are all the songs autobiographical?
Pretty much all about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I take something and my imagination kicks in.
Like, amplifies it.
Yeah. So sometimes, like, if I write a song about a feeling, it's not like I feel that way forever. I might have just kind of dug into that feeling and, you know, expanded on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good way to put it.
Do you want to say anything about the production? Like, maybe... Well, one thing I want to say is, like, Adam...
Adam Popick.
Yeah, he really added to this song in particular.
Huge amount. I mean, him and Gregory Ullman really brought a lot of these songs together in our couple days only of recording. But yeah, Adam really had a lot of really special ideas for percussion, for piano, bass, all those things, and really just brought this huge arrangement to it.
Yeah, I remember feeling like after he played the drums for this song in particular, being like, oh, this song is way better now.
Yeah.
or like something about what he was playing like really made it feel more complete.
It gave such a nice context to it.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to write this song?
I wrote like a weekend maybe. I remember like stopping and starting a little. Sometimes I'll write a song and I'll just kind of like sit there all day until it's finished. But this one I remember sort of writing in pieces the weekend after I got back from this particular funeral. So, yeah.
Well, this is a good one. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that, like, ghosts can hurt you, but I sort of believe in, like, yeah, I believe in ghosts. This room, there's a ghost, I'm pretty sure. But
wouldn't surprise me.
But, I don't, like, I'm not worried about them, really. Or they haven't given me a reason to be worried about them. Okay. Do you write lyrics first or... depends.
I feel like it happens differently on different songs. Sometimes you'll come to me with just lyrics to something, and then you're like, "Oh, I've got these ideas, but you haven't put it down yet." But
yeah,
I feel like it happens either way.
Yeah. Well, let's play the next song. Midnight Fireworks Start. Yeah.
I'm a slow bird, driving fast through a city full of matches and gasoline leaks, full of people so shiny and pretty. I'm a slow bird, gotta give me a few more years, but there's nothing that can stop this fire. Broken bridges, no amount of tears. I'm a slow about to take flame, and in the midnight fireworks start, everybody will know my name. sky, keeping you on the right track, getting used to the temperature. I am never gonna go back. I'm so about to take flight, and when the midnight fireworks start, everybody will know my name. It will never be the same. It will never be the same. It will never be the same.
Yeah,
I was crawling, I'm about to walk, and when I stand up straight, the whole world will talk. And when I snap my fingers, they will clap along, singing words by heart to never sing a song. I'm about to take flight, and when the midnight fireworks start, everybody will know my name. It will never be the same. It will never be the same. It will never
I haven't
be
been on
the
my,
same.
since we haven't released a lot of new episodes, so I haven't been on there, but that's nice to know. Yay! A couple of things that, while that was playing that I wanted to tell you is I'm working on a video for this, so soon we'll have a really cool video to share with you.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. And I noticed someone asked about a poetry book, and it's going to be a while, but I am working on a poetry
Yeah.
book.
It's very good.
Ben's gotten to read some of the poems,
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
I have a whole stack of poems and a book agent and everything. So hopefully I'll have a book for you soon.
Yes, I was involved in every song.
Yes. Ben helps the whole thing. Yeah, so.
I saw a couple people ask before, what was the first song you wrote for this record? I think I know the answer.
What was it?
I think Skinny. Because
yes!
we had done a version of Skinny for O'Jonathan,
Yes.
and then we didn't end up releasing it then. So
Yeah.
I think that was technically the first song.
Yeah, you're right. No, Skinny, the first song I wrote where I knew what I wanted the album to be was I Went Looking for You.
Yeah.
But then Skinny was one that, like the first time we made it, I just kept being like, this doesn't seem, even though it was very cool sounding. It was very cool sounding. But yeah, it didn't quite fit on O'Jonathan. And then we kind of redid it for this album.
Yeah, it was a late addition too, I believe.
Yeah, and I really, really like this version and how it turned out. And so I kind of built from, once I knew kind of the theme of the record, then I kind of started both like collecting songs or collecting poems and turning them into songs or writing new songs for it. So.
What is Midnight Fireworks about for you?
It's about kind of like comparing yourself to other people, but realizing you can't really, because everybody sort of has their own unique special talent and their own unique path. And I think as a musician, like I know Ben and I have talked about this before, sometimes you can feel like that little bit of like imposter syndrome, like, oh, am I really a songwriter? Am I, and like I feel like I constantly need to like prove myself, especially in a place like LA, or like both Ben and I have very talented friends, and you can feel a little intimidated. Mostly I feel inspired by my friends that are so talented, but every once in a while you can feel like, oh, where do I fit in
with all of these like amazingly talented people?
Yeah, it's like, is this important? But that song is definitely about where I'm thinking like, there's something about this that's important, and I should stay on the track.
Yeah. Was there any song that you felt in any moment was too personal? This is a good question.
Oh, that's a great question. Actually, on the last record, there was a song called Loser that I really struggled with people's reactions to it, because I didn't I did feel like it was personal, but also, I don't know. That's the one that came to mind, but you know what? That's part of the fun, though, for me, is letting people in on, like, good, bad, happy, ugly thoughts in my head.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has, yeah.
I think it's one of my favorite things about Emily as an artist is that she is unafraid to say absolutely anything. And I don't think I've ever really met anyone like that. I remember when she played Loser for me for the first time, she was very hesitant to release it, but I was just obsessed with the song. It was such an honest look at so many just big feelings, and I really admire how she's able to translate that into music, and I think it's very, very brave to say the things that she says.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that makes me feel satisfaction from writing the song is, like, getting to say things that I wouldn't maybe say to my friend's face, but are thoughts that I have, and getting to share them through a song makes them feels more appropriate and special, and you know, I get to, like, make a hard feeling into something that it becomes something, like, beautiful or something to share, and that feels really good to me.
Someone asked above what my favorite song that you've released is. I'm gonna have to go with the supporting character. That you could make a strong case for that being my favorite song I've ever worked on.
Oh, wow.
I am just obsessed with that song. There's so many songs that I love that we've made together, but that song just gets me every time and makes me cry most times I listen to it. So it's the supporting character would be my favorite.
Oh, yay. I love that song too.
Yeah.
How long have you been? When did we meet?
July 4th.
Oh, we did!
Yeah.
July 4th,
I don't know what year that was.
in Echo Park, at that party at Caleb's, and I brought Jello shots.
Yep, I remember the Jello shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's when we first met, and then I think we met up to work, to, like, you know, talk about working together at some point not long after that, but I don't really remember.
Yeah, no, I do remember meeting you and then I remember people saying, like, oh yeah, you work on music. Oh yeah, we should, like, work together. So, wow. That's great. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we'll go to the next song now and keep it moving. Ooh, this is a good one.
I am easy, I am weak.
Yes,
when I hear you start to speak across some great stage, we'll call the bed. I work so hard just to be easy instead. I am easy, but I'm not loved. No, my whole body is never enough. I practice patience, I pray for will, but when you come around I can't sit still. And I would pay $1 million for a train at midnight to Philadelphia to sleep by your side. 1,000,000 miles from Atlanta to Greenpoint Avenue, I travel hard just to be easy for you. Oh, I am easy, always the same. I never whisper your perfect name. I cover scratches, lift on my chin. I wash your smoke smells from my white skin. And in my stomach are butterflies. I calm their flutter with your little white lies. And I would pay $1 million for a train at midnight to Philadelphia to sleep by your side. 1,000,000 miles from Atlanta to Greenpoint Avenue, I travel hard just to be easy for you. You're like a secret that I write down, stuff in my shirt sleeve. No one has found out this little secret keeps gaining weight. Being easy can be hard to take. Being easy can be hard to take. You've got these rough spots, I'll rub them down. I wanna show you I'm not just some easy girl you found. Let's go to Paris, let's go to Rome. You're like a hotel I keep, wishing was my home. You're like a hotel I mistake for a home. And I would pay $1 million for a train at midnight to Philadelphia to sleep by your side. 1,000,000 miles from Atlanta to Greenpoint Greenpoint Avenue, I'll travel hard just to be easy for you.
Oh yeah, the guitar part someone wrote is so nice. That would be Greg.
Yeah. That was, when we initially talked about personnel for tracking this record, I had become friends with this guitar player, Gregory Ullman, and I was just obsessed with his work, and I sort of sent him a bunch of the songs just to like hear some ideas that he would have, and he sent back essentially what became the guitar arrangement on Easy, and I was just completely dumbfounded. It was so brilliant. And yeah, it really transformed the song, which I already loved, to something, just so elevated.
Yeah. Yeah, I love all Greg's. When we played that Hotel Cafe show, sometimes I would just be like, just play what you want.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be like, was this okay? Or was this too busy? And I'd be like, I feel like it was perfect.
Yeah, he's so tasteful. Same with
Yeah.
Adam. I mean, that's just sort of why they are the people that we chose to work on this, because they both really understand song structure and the dynamic flow of everything and never want to be in the way, while also just putting these really interesting and beautiful parts together.
Yeah. I was also thinking there's just something about, like, taste, too. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I follow both of them on Instagram and, like, the kind of music they like.
Yes.
Or there's, like, a similar, gravitate towards, or at least they understand enough about what
Yes.
I was going for that they could
That's
take
exactly
that out.
right.
Yeah.
It's-
Did someone ask a question? Are Easy and 15 Minutes connected? I mean, they're connected in the way that I feel like I'm reflecting on how my acting career affects certain relationships. But they were written in very different times. Like 15 Minutes was definitely for a specific person. I feel like Easy was me sort of reflecting on some things that were making me feel a bit frustrated. A combination of just trying to be very available for any acting work that I could get, and feeling like sometimes I would just overextend, and then comparing that to a relationship where I really overextend myself. So I'm sort of drawing on, like, Greenpoint Avenue, there used to be this casting office in New York City, and it would take 2 or 3 trains or a really expensive cab to get there. And I remember specifically going for an audition where it was one line
Yeah.
in a movie, and so it was something that would now when I'm talking about it, it doesn't feel that big a deal, because I love acting, so of course I'll take that many trains. But when you're doing that on a regular basis, I guess sometimes it can feel a little difficult to continue to put that much effort, and then you don't necessarily get the job.
Yeah.
You don't get anything back. And I was doing that when I wrote this song. I was doing that in the way of even flights, changing flights and spending money, and then kind of comparing that to, I remember a guy that I liked taking an expensive train to hang out with him for literally 3 hours or something. And I was like, this is connected. I literally I maybe slightly could.
We'll jump through any hoop.
Yeah, I was like, I want to act so bad. I love this person so I want that I'll kind of. So there are. I know that I can get caught in a little bit of a jump through when I decide I want something.
Yeah.
Okay. Harmony. Let's see. Easy and Mess feel connected. Interesting. I think in some ways they are connected. Not because they were written at the same time, but I don't know. When you say that, I feel like they are connected. I don't even know exactly how, but yeah, they are connected. I mean, they were written by the same person,
Yeah.
and I think I was in a similar headspace when I wrote Mess and when I wrote Easy. And Easy started out more as a poem that I had written around that era of Mess. Well, not really after Mess, but I'd sort of saved it, and I kept sort of adding to it, if that makes sense. I would write a stanza, and it'd be about one thing, and then, now let me write about, I'm frustrated about this audition. It kind of became this very long poem. that then I turned into a song. But anyway, experience writer's block. Do you experience writer's block?
I definitely do.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just times where I just don't feel like I can write, but it's shorter lived now.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel similar that like I could write sometimes just to write, but when I don't have anything to say, I need to have something to like reflect on or, you know, so I do get writer's block in that I'm like, I just don't have any good ideas, and maybe I could make like a further practice.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
I think that's the best way to get through it also, is just to do
go
it
ahead
as a
and
practice and like continually try until things start coming out again.
Yeah.
That's really the only way that I've ever been able to get through it. Someone asked if you like singing more than acting.
I love both. I love acting. They kind of fill different things for me. I don't know. I like them both, so I don't know what I can pick.
Yeah.
People always ask me that, like, which one, and I'm like, whichever one wants me, whichever one seems like it feels important at the time, and like, sometimes acting has felt like I really needed to focus my attention there, and then sometimes music has felt like I should really put my attention there. So okay, let's move on to the next song, Cadillac. Oh, a couple people have said this is their favorite song, which
The glow fades
It's
out.
such an interesting song.
Beer bottle
Awesome.
tumbles. Pretty proclamation.
It took a minute, I felt like, to get it right. I was like, okay, because of the like difference.
A story
Then
goes
once
on.
we did, I was like, oh gosh, this is so fun.
An unclear ending. My healthy heart it now needs mending again.
Have you done vocals for one?
'Cause if you don't know what you want,
Wait.
Oh, some shouting.
Yeah.
You know?
There was one.
dizzy melting love, and now I'm gravity. I can see a straight line in a downward spiral. Neon Cadillacs spun me round for a while. Vancouver streets are quiet as the rain pours down. They shine so clean. I wish my love could be found. I want somebody to kiss. He wants somebody to resist. Give him open doors. He likes back exits. No one tells him how to think. Oh, I won't tell him how to feel. But I'm okay to fall in love just standing still. The world is beautiful standing still. So if he don't know what he wants, then he don't want me. Dizzy melting love, and now I'm gravity. And I can see straight and red in a downward spiral. Neon Cadillac spun me round for a while. The world whistles as he whirls and wanders around the stage. Fame is a trophy in a trap, an invisible cage. And I see him spinning sputter when he hits the edge. Now he's talking to ghosts and won't leave his bed. He calls them his best friends. Well, they can have him instead. If he don't know what he wants, then he don't want me. Dizzy melting love, and now I'm gravity. And I can see straight and red in a downward spiral. Neon Cadillac spun me round for
You saw a question.
Oh yeah, someone asked if we recorded this at home or in a studio, and the answer would be both. We recorded a lot of this record in this room that we're in right now. All the vocals and Emily's guitar were done in here. We sort of started by making guitar vocal references, and most of those vocals are, I'd say 99% of those vocals are the final vocals that are on the record. And then we recorded the rest of the record in 2 days at Seahorse Sound in Los Angeles. We probably did a few like overdub things in this room again after that, but almost all of it was recorded in those 2 locations.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I'm good. Yeah, there's lots more questions. My manager has actually texted me, just wants you to know that if you ordered pre-order merch, it's going out like this weekend and Monday. There's a few things where it's like the coffee, for example, where we don't get like the actual coffees until Monday, so you'll get those, next week or whatever. But so you just have to be a little patient. It's just me and my managers pretty much shipping all the hundreds of orders out. So, but you will get your stuff, and yeah, I just wanted to remind you. So if you happen to be waiting, you'll probably get it for shipping it out Monday, like next week sometime, but soon. So I just wanted to make sure to say that. And you can still go to the pre-order store, actually. If you wanted to get something, there's some things that are sold out, but some of the things like the hoodies are still available. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff still available. So if you're like, dang, I wanted to get the coffee or the hoodie or whatever, you can still do it. Okay.
And yes, only 2 days. That's just a testament to how amazing Adam Popik and Gregory Allman are.
Yeah.
They really just came so prepared and knocked it out of the park. And yeah, it was really quick. How long did it take you to make the album? Writing aside, this is a shocking answer, but I think we made this album in 6 days.
Really?
I think it was 6 days only.
Because if you count, sometimes we would only work for a couple hours.
Yeah, but I think we did the guitar vocals for every song in 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, it was unbelievably fast.
Wow.
We talked about this record a lot.
Yeah, I do feel like we talked about it a lot before we actually did it.
Yeah.
And some of these songs are songs that had been sort of marinating in my head for a while, so I don't feel like it was we were sitting there trying to figure them out.
No, I think we deliberately did not want to do that also. Yeah. I remember we met up at Blue Bottle in Los Feliz to talk about the record, and we really wanted it to be feel more live, be really sort of spur of the moment, and just a more raw experience. And so we really chased that down, and this is the result, and I couldn't be happier with how it came out personally.
Yeah, me too. Was there any song that was the product of some sort of epiphany? I mean, I guess all songs are a little bit. Usually I sort of go, if I'm going over different song ideas kind of in my head, there'll be some phrase or something that I'll grab onto and be like, ooh, that's the thing I want to convey. So yeah, they're all kind of epiphanies in a way, or moments of...
Yes. Yes, albums normally do take a lot longer than that. This was a special case.
Yeah, even Oh Jonathan, I feel like that took years.
That's a really long time. Much different process
that
we went through for that one.
Meet a huge team of people. That's true.
Yeah, I think it's situational, but this record really came together in a small intimate group, and it just worked.
Yeah. If there's any other questions, I'm not seeing any. Okay, I think we'll go on to Skinny.
It starts with the morning light, ends with my prayers at night, flashing numbers, loose laces, moments of my life in pieces around town. be skinny, let my bones show, let the world grow while I am shrinking. I wanna be beautiful, I'm constantly in fear and crying midnight tears about what you're thinking. Oh God, give me self-control. God, give me one more mile. God, give me some small space to feel for a while. It follows me around like a ghost. Oh, I'm the one it loves the most. Elevator mirror tight close, stealing all my thunder when I try to boast. It's got its hooks in my brain like a radio song, over and over until I'm forced to sing along. You're a smart, pretty catch, quite a winner. If you were just a few pounds thinner. Oh, I wanna be skinny, let my bones show, let the world grow while I am shrinking. I wanna be beautiful, constantly in fear and crying midnight tears about what you're thinking. Oh God, give me self-control. God, give me one more mile. God, give me some small space to feel for a while. It's got its hooks in my brain like a radio song, over and over until I'm forced to sing along. Over and over, I got a nervous tick, pushing and pulling until I'm shaky and sick. Pushing and pulling, is it my friend or my foe? It's got its hooks in my brain and it won't let go. It's got its hooks in my brain like a radio song, over and over until I'm forced to sing along. Over and over until I'm forced to sing along. I wanna be skinny, let my bones show, let the world grow while I am shrinking. I wanna be beautiful, constantly in fear, crying midnight tears about what you're thinking. Oh God, give me self-control. God, give me one more mile. God, give me some small space to feel for a while.
Someone else were inspired this song, Bob, but I don't know where it went.
Oh, yeah, well, the song, I remember when I wrote it, it was, when I was in that old apartment in West, when I had just moved to LA, and I was just feeling like I couldn't tell, like, I guess there was a part of me that was like, I was starting to, like, well, I'll tell you, I don't know where to start, because it's like, what inspired it, I think, is just, like, you know, being in our society, there's always this constant message of, like, self-improvement physically, like, for women, you know, magazines, TV. Also, I'm an actor, so I'm constantly, like, looking at myself on camera, being on stage, feeling like I need to be extra perfect in a way, or extra good. So definitely those things contributed to it. But I remember specifically a night where I had just moved into this apartment, and for some reason I, like, bought a scale, so I hadn't, like, weighed myself in a while, but I felt like I weighed more than I normally do, and it ruining my night. Like, I felt like I couldn't have fun, and it just seemed so silly to me that it was like, here I am, like, having a fun night out with my friends, and I felt like this weird way, like, oh, you know, and it was literally like 5 pounds or something, like something that nobody else would even notice, but I let something like that ruin my night, and I suddenly felt like it was a project that I needed to control, and like I had lost control of my life because I gained 5 pounds or something, and it just seemed so silly, and I started to wonder, and the fact that I let it ruin my night, it kind of percolated in my head, and I felt really exhausted by the idea of like starting a project of trying to lose 5 pounds or something. And I started to wonder if I cared or if it was programmed into my head.
Yeah.
You know what like, do I actually care? Of course I want to be like healthy and I want to be like my best self, but the control aspect of like needing to be like so perfect or 5 pounds, like what is even 5 pounds or something? Like I started to wonder, I guess, if it was my voice or something that I've been just told over and over
programmed to think. Yeah.
So that's right. But Ben helped me write the bridge. I remember us. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
Yeah.
Right now.
So yeah. Let's see. Experience that. Or that you weren't good enough for our songs inspired. But yeah, I mean, this song I guess is sure. I think in just every aspect of life, you can feel a little like imposter syndrome or disconnected. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. Someone said you're beautiful inside and out. Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay. It's been really nice to see so many people react to this song. I think like everybody has had times where they felt like, like, do I look okay? Am I perfect enough? Am I this, And like the reality is like we're all supposed to be different. Yes. Like that's the fun of being here on planet Earth is like every human being is different and we all look different and yeah, we're not all supposed to be like the same.
No, but it's hard to avoid that trap of thinking. I'm certainly guilty of it as well. It's hard to get away from.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what makes that song so relatable to probably everyone.
Well, I think I'll go to the next one. This is a really fun one. Genetic makeup. Or I think it's fun. My mother memorizes the dates of those who have died. She visualizes the numbers, buries them deep inside, somewhere close to her heart. And when it's been a few years, she digs up all the memories, waters them with her tears. I think I've got the same genetics. That's why I can't sleep at night. That's why I'm sensitive to sunlight. And I forget but can't forget. I fight empathetic to my detriment. I'm so aware of every space I take up. I fall in love and it's forever. It's just my genetic makeup. My sister called me crying. A low blow left her reeling. And I imagine her in her bed, screaming at the ceiling. She says she's packed to go, but I know she'll never leave. 'Cause when it comes to giving her whole heart, my sister's just like me. Yeah, we got the same genetics. It's why I can't sleep at night. It's why I'm sensitive to sunlight. And I forget but can't forget. I'll fight empathetic to my detriment. I'm so aware of every space I take up. I'll fall in love and it's forever. It's just my genetic makeup. I'm just along for the ride. I'm just along for the ride. The rhythm and the who my heart beats inside. I'm just along for the ride. I think I've got the same genetics. It's why I can't sleep at night. It's why I'm sensitive to sunlight. And I forget but can't forget. I'll fight
Someone was saying, my caffeine withdrawal, is this the theme song? And yes, you heard it right. It's the theme song of my podcast where I drink coffee and interview bands that I like. So you got it. You got it.
Yep.
But did you see any other good questions?
Someone asked, love to know where the sound for this song came from. I'm trying to remember what we were talking about. It feels very Strokesy to me. I'm obsessed with the Strokes, so I feel like that was probably in our references for it, but I don't really remember. I know we wanted it to be like a very driving rock song.
Yeah, because I remember it being a different, like, strum kind of pattern thing, and then we said, it should be like this song that's like, that was like chugging along, but I don't remember what the song was.
Yeah, I don't remember what the song is either. And then, like, we had like a very rough version of this, and this was another one where I sent it to Greg, and he sent back that guitar part in the chorus, and I was like, this is just insane. But it worked
that
so
guitar
well.
part, is like, I feel like it really makes it.
It really, it definitely makes it for me. And he just crushed it with that part.
Yeah.
How did this song come to life? Was there something that happened or was said that gave you the inspo?
The first thing that made me write this song was my mother memorizes the dates of those who died. For some reason, that one opening line, that was my first into it. It's the first line of the song, and it was, sometimes I'll write more of like a chorus first, but that's line, because, my mom really does do that. Like, I'll be on the phone and she'll be like, like 30 years ago, like this is the, the dates on either died or birthdays, weddings, like she remembers, dates of things, and, I think that's like her way of sort of like staying connected to things, but it's always been, I don't know. I just I like that about my mom. So I don't know. So it just I kept thinking that's in a song. My mom memorizes dates because I wanted to capture that. Yeah. Because I do think there's something cool about that.
Yeah, 100%.
Sometimes just to say, when I released Omaha Hotel, my mom was like, oh, that's Grandma's birthday, February 26th. So, she relates everything to these dates, and I really find that to be special, because I do think our world is sort of, magical and numbers, and, Yeah. My mom's like that, too. Yeah, I think a lot of moms do that. I don't know. Or they're just good at remembering, they're good at remembering birthdays and special days. I'm going to get to the next song now, because I know we're going quite a while, and make sure we hear everything.
Yeah.
This is a sad song to perform.
Yeah.
When we did it at Hotel Cafe, it was I don't know, I had to really stay focused with my brain. Just, I didn't want to cry,
It's such a great song.
I thought I felt you when the sun was burning my skin as I climbed the stairs to handshakes and embraces. I thought I saw you in the screens, or heard you in the speeches, or maybe in the tears running down your best friends' faces. Take it in, one last look, we all hesitantly stood. Take a view, past the church pews, I was just staring at my shoes. But as expected, at the last second, paper skin and bright white hair, I went looking for you, my friend, but you weren't there. I guess you're in the heavens, I guess you're in the sky, I guess you won't be coming back to say goodbye. More questions than answers, your guess as good as mine. And though you've lived such whiskey shots and dancing, handouts with your name. We all kept our composure, though the world would never ever be the same. In this life the hits keep coming, oh our bodies wear and tear. I spent the evening circling, looking for you, my friend, but you weren't there. I guess you're in the heavens, I guess you're in the sky. I guess you won't be coming back to say goodbye. More questions than answers, your guess as good as mine. And though you've lived such a beautiful life, it doesn't seem fair when I went looking for you, my friend. You weren't there.
It's got a good long fade out.
Yeah, I love the fade out.
Me too. That song is so beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like Adam really made this song with all the piano. And
Yeah, a bunch of people asked questions about the piano and what happened. We had Emily had played like the main piano part and sang the song, and then we had Adam Popik, who's just amazing at everything he plays, just improvise over it. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, we did 2 takes, one where he was playing sort of midway up the piano and then one where he played high, and we just put them in there. And that's what made that whole intro and outro and all the stuff, was really just his improvised take over it.
Yeah.
And it really just created such a beautiful image. I don't know, it was just so evocative. It really captured the song amazingly.
Yeah.
It really brought it to a very special place, I think, for an already special song.
Yeah, I loved his contributions, and it was kind of cool at the Hotel Cafe. Misty is also a Misty Boyce who played, if you guys watched that, she's a really talented piano player, and so it's kind of cool to have her like do her interpretation as well. And so I think it's that's a really nice song to play, because there is a little bit of like an openness of like you can kind of add your take to it, depending on what musicians are playing it.
There,
yeah.
I think that's very true.
Let's go to the next one, you guys, because I don't want to run out of time here. Or wait, oops. Supporting character is what we want.
He didn't look like he wanted me to leave when I backed up the car. Hug the ones you love when they are standing in the same driveway you are. The weekend goes by so fast, and we're all so busy. I'm driving on the 5 alone, back into the city. The mountains cut against the sky, it's like I'm in some dream. The supporting character to something else's need.
Yes, my favorite.
Yes, it's Minna's favorite. Love this song.
I'm gonna take every line I get and go as far as I can go.
I think it's my favorite song too.
Gonna hear me in the balcony as well as the very front row.
That's sweet.
I know I'm lucky to be
Good driving
in
song.
this movie at all. And when the credits roll, I'll stand proud, clap and stand tall. The movie goes by so fast, it's been a month month in a year. The world's a hurricane, you and I are just a single tear. The mountains cut against the sky, it's like I'm in some dream. The supporting character to something else's life. I don't know as much about the world as I thought I did. The puzzle pieces of a masterpiece couldn't possibly fit. And I can feel my body breaking where it used to grow strong. Statements are questions, where I turned right I might have been wrong. The mountains cut against the sky, it's like I'm in some dream. The supporting character to something else's life. The supporting character to something else's need.
Yay! Okay. We got any good questions?
We got a pretty heavy one before that I will quickly address.
Okay.
Morgan asked for any advice for someone dealing with grief, and that's a very hard thing. As someone who's experienced a lot of grief or experiences a lot of grief, I would just say there's no wrong way to grieve, and just make space for yourself to feel whatever you're feeling at any given time, because it's an impossible process. And it's just something you have to be with and make space and forgive yourself for. And I think it's very, it's a hard thing.
Yeah, and I have to say, like writing songs, any sort of like communication, I think it really does help. Like
the
reaching out to
of it.
friends, or if you write songs, or if you write in your journal. But yeah, reaching out to a friend, like communicating your feelings, I do think helps you like move through them.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
The backwards thing is Gregory Allman making weird loops and just, I don't know how he does what he does. I have all the same things as he does, and I cannot figure out how to do what he's doing. It's just one of his special, like, little magic things that he adds to anything he's on. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. How long has Ben been producing?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I guess I've been recording music for, let's say, 17 years. I'd say I only feel like I'm any good at production every 6 months. So, it's a tough one. I love recording, but it's hard to feel good at it any given time.
But he's so good at it. I mean...
Emily makes it very easy.
I love these since this is a war. It's amazing. Oh, thank you. Thanks for listening for so long to my songs. Okay, thanks you guys so much. I think we'll go on to this is the last song of our listening party. Oh, was it Back on Love?
Yes,
yes,
it was. That was the first one we did together. With that and Popsicles.
Yeah, I remember when we worked on Back on Love together, because I was like, oh my gosh, I love working with Ben. And I remember our first day together, he sent me like a bounce of just what we had worked on, and I was just listening to it the whole drive home from your studio in Santa Monica to and I because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting to hear my song in this way. I felt like it really captured what I like to listen to.
Yeah.
But also you heard the words in the way I wanted to hear. So, yeah, that was a good one.
It was very fun to work on together.
Yeah.
It's a great starting point, and I feel like, every iteration has just become more and more special and magical.
Yeah.
As we've gone.
All right. One more. Oh, yeah, Popsicles is good. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's such a great song.
There's some here.
I don't want to start a band, I want to start a family. I don't want to follow back, I want to follow doesn't really matter as long as you're around. Lit up hot on a TV screen, crying to strangers about my dreams, drinking champagne on my own, scrolling through pictures on a telephone in a hotel room. If I could get those 15 back, I'd give them to you. I don't wanna take your time, I wanna take your weekends. I don't wanna hold you back, I wanna hold your hand.
That's very nice.
I don't really know where I put those 15 minutes I found, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're around. Oh, I started a watch on your magazine page, but stars, you know, they live so far away, drinking champagne on their own, scrolling through pictures on a telephone in a hotel room. If I could get those 15 back, I'd give them to you. I know you think you want it, you're sure it's worth any trade, but take it from one that's lived
That's
it.
really nice. That was very
Nothing is better, nothing is better
That
than
was
the
from
love we just made.
song where like I want it to be like guitar battle.
Sufjan.
Seeking stories is a noble cause, but seeking fame will leave you lost. Drinking champagne on your own, scrolling through pictures on a telephone in a hotel room. If I could get those 15 back, if I could get those 15 back, if I could get those 15 back,
Sure, yeah, that's a good
give
one.
them to you.
Yeah. Last song of the record. It's been so fun to listen through all these.
Yeah.
We have a few more questions we're gonna answer. Ben saw one about writing for the next.
The
Yeah,
next
someone
album.
wrote, didn't you say you were already writing the next album? Tiny hint on the theme. Yes, and I'm working with Ben on
Yep.
it. And we've recorded several songs.
We recorded 11 songs, I believe.
Yeah, and there might be one more. But we're already planning to figure out how to finish them.
Yeah.
And I guess the theme is, well, there's a lot of breakup songs because I went through a breakup recently, so obviously I'm reflecting on that. And also, I think reflecting on sort of dating in this new world that we're living in with social distancing.
Yeah.
What other themes are there?
It's hard to not give away too much by saying some of the things.
Yeah.
It's a really special record. I think you guys are really going to like it if you like this one. It's got a lot of interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, I think it's also, I feel like there's some hard moments, just like all my songs, but I also feel like there's a lot of fun and like playful moments, which I think after this record will be kind of nice. And I don't know what else to say about it, but stay tuned.
Yeah.
So I will have more music.
Someone asked about the music video.
Oh, for Midnight Fireworks?
For 15 minutes, what the inspiration was.
Yeah, so I had just gone on a walk and was listening to the album, trying to figure out what I wanted to do visually, and I just had this idea that I was like, oh, this song is a ballet dance. It's a ballet dance with a ballerina, like, spinning so fast that she can't, like, control anything going on around her. And then I started looking on Instagram for ballet dancers, and I through the choreographer, Ashlyn, I met Sydney, who then became the ballet dancer for the video, and I just kind of wanted to convey this idea of, like, you know, sort of the comparison that happens when you start to be like put in the spotlight in a certain way, and you know, if you're experiencing some sort of like fame or success, how that's really fun, but it's also can be a little bit like you lose your grounding or you lose some of your balance in your life. So I felt like that really related to being a dancer and something about learning how to balance your life, and it also just feeling like a little bit of anxiety. Like in the video, I'm watching her dance, and there's a little bit of like an anxiety that I'm feeling about being in that position. Because although I love performing and I love making music and I might like making art, I can be more introverted and shy and like sort of, and so being in positions like that has really forced me to grow and sort of forced me to look at the parts of myself that are like a little more hesitant or scared to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. Does the album cover have a meaning? Yes. So as much as it's about being an actor and processing the world through that lens, I right away when I thought of the concept for this album wanted like mountains and sky and to feel like I was really small and the world is really big, because the name, the supporting character, is also sort of calling out to that, like I'm the supporting character to something that is bigger than myself and out of my control, while also saying like, here I am, the supporting character, I'm the lead of the show here, you know? Yeah. So it kind of like has a double meaning there for you.
Someone asked why Turtle and the Monkey and Holding a Hand in Nashville weren't on the record. We actually did those two songs after this album was completed.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Various reasons. Turtle and the Monkey was on Walking Dead, and I felt like I really wanted to get that out there so that you guys would have my version as well. And then Holding Your Hand in Nashville, I just felt really moved to create that song and make it and put it out. And I didn't really feel like it fit the record, but I felt really moved to release it quickly. Sometimes I'll feel like with Easy or Skinny, like it's like, ooh, I don't know if this is quite the right time. And then sometimes I'm like, right now.
Sometimes it's just got to be that way. Yeah. And, you know, both those songs are amazing, but they are not necessarily in the concept of this record, which is a very specific statement, and I think that it's just a little bit different. Well, you guys, we have to finish up the live stream, but I'm so happy that you were here today. Yeah, you guys asked amazing questions. Yeah, you asked really good questions. Some of you did ask me about playing live, and I want to tell you, I am planning to do a lot of online live stuff. Just follow me on Instagram. I'm going to do like one for Rolling Stone next week on their Twitch. So there's going to be lots of opportunities to see me play the songs just kind of like live by myself. Yeah. So, but one way you can do that is just follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you probably do if you're here in this listening party. But thank you for celebrating today. Yeah, thank you guys for everything. With us, and I love reading your comments, and so you can reach out whenever. Yeah. Yeah, but I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'm going to see if we love you. Thank you so much. I hope you have, I don't know how to finish this, but thank you for being here. I hope you had fun. Yeah. I hope you felt like you got to celebrate the record along with me and Ben. Yeah. And there's going to be lots more to come. So I'll see you again. This isn't the goodbye. Okay. Just for now. Okay. Bye, guys.